In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they one ride down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that you on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. For real. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the gang right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. Keep the rest. Hey, I got that check into golf. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night. She had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get defined like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Angry and friends with these when I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops. Getting guap, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check into golf. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now it's Lockett. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Wilson on second down. He'll dump it off the close ice. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. On first down, it's gone. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
14.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it...
What's up, boy? Whoa, in the league game against Jamal. Check my screen, my boy, if you ain't doing nothing. All right.
Brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Jamal Smith.
5. 2 first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. He's got it. Hit the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Oh, that was on him. I thought that was on me.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, 5. 14, son. 14. 11.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
What?
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it up.
Man, this shit's so loud through my headset, bro. I gotta go turn that shit off. Shit. There we go.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
95.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
What's up, nigga? No bullshit.
Down, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair.
Yeah,
Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Penny, the first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State.
Resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
I'm thinking like bitch or something. He said Spank said nigga. I say bro.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
Well, Spank said what time would you be available?
That's
well, he said from the time I get off to the time I get back to work. Spank said, nigga, what time is that?
First catch for the
All-Pro. He said, watch your mouth.
They had a first down.
That's what that shit goes.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
I don't know.
But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gauton. It's the Seahawks with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Yeah. I couldn't shit my life in the dumb ass shit.
Tempo.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Tempo, tempo.
I don't think so, bro.
Well.
Man, who this other corner is over here? I'm about to start this. Oh, I ain't gonna have enough time to get this.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm gonna try this corner. You know what? No, I ain't even gonna fucking shit.
14, running. 15.
I'm in field goal range right now. I'm down 3, but I want to take this shot at the end zone, son. I throw a pick, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
His ass and them niggas sack. Damn, I gotta get out that quick. For real.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Wide open. Gronkowski. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll try and run forward with Penny, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Overrated. That's stupid.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Man, you seen that shit? Man, bro. Since that update, son, David Johnson, ooh. Since that update, son, hey, they break hella tackles with that update, bro. They break tackles with that update, bro.
Tempo. Hey, easy. Check 51.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Niggas, son.
Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. That's an easy one, 23-yarder.
Since I said that shit. Yeah.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Man, this nigga keep holding X and falling down to the ground right
and
before I hit him.
now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And
after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive,
Yeah, he do it every time. Even if he catch the ball with his receiver, he's falling.
Want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up
What the flag is? Did I hit the quarterback still?
And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball
I haven't seen a
downfield.
pass interference call yet on this bitch.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Flush to his right.
That's so good.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Now Goff on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I like defensively is that they've shown a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Goff again. Into coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And they're going to get this one. That's the 25. 25 yards.
I can't believe this shit.
Also a 1st down.
I can't believe this shit,
Okay,
bro.
every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Tempo, tempo. Shotgun.
Wilson looking to throw on second down. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Wilson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Wilson.
I tried.
He's sacked back around the 28. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
No, they want to be hyped. 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 Oh, shit.
We have hit halftime.
Wow.
Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's
it's in the
fucking
game.
crazy.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
They
quarter
wouldn't
number
let me
3.
audible. Nothing. I couldn't hype that bitch. Yo, that's crazy.
Second half
Same
ready to
fucking
roll.
play
2 field goals. The combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. This is Procise on the carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. To throw on second down, Wilson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. 20. 10. All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special for him.
Bro,
Let's face it, in
man,
today's
hold
NFL,
on, bro. Man,
those
just
tight
trying to
ends
fuck
are
me,
often
bro.
former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs.
Man, I
they
missed
just
the
put them in a
field goal,
position
bro.
to get a great
Look,
matchup and
I
make
drove
plays
all
like
the way
that.
downfield, got like on the 12-yard line, bro. Had like 15
This is
seconds on the
taken
clock.
at the 3.
So I tried to bring the play back. You know what I'm saying? I want to hurry up and spike them bitches so I can kick a
And
field
nice
goal.
work on the return.
Man,
as
they
they'll
wouldn't
start
let me
their
hike
drive
it, son.
just
He's
past
just standing there with the ball,
30-yard
the clock
line.
ticking.
Out come the
That's
Rams.
crazy.
They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
So,
they
boom.
trail
First,
offense.
well,
First
like
time to
third
touch the
play
ball
of
in quarter
the
3,
second
and we'll
half,
see what
'cause
they can
we the
do.
third quarter
And I
now.
can't wait to see
fucking
what they have planned.
well, I threw a
because some
corner
teams
route
script to start a half.
my tight end.
Other teams just go,
Broke
okay,
on that bitch,
these
but
are the
they missed the
sequence of
damn
plays
extra
we
point.
want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big
Yeah.
play to give themselves some
basically,
momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Yeah, that's a play action. I'm on it.
He's letting it fly for
You really
Cooks.
trying me, huh? Turn around.
So they took
Look,
a
bro.
shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys
Man, what
that
the
wants to
fuck?
answer the bell each and every play for his
I don't know
team.
what the fuck
That might
going
be
on,
throwing
bro.
off his accuracy.
So now 2nd and 10
Nah,
after the
just standing there,
incompletion
he
on
didn't even go
first
for the
down.
pick, bro.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gets
Oh.
through, and now an opening. He's at the
This
40,
shit is
past
crazy,
the
bro.
20. And he'll get
This
into
shit
the
crazy,
end
bro.
zone. Touchdown,
This shit crazy, bro. I don't know what the fuck
Gurley,
going on, son.
his first touchdown
Oh,
on the
come on,
year.
like
And the Rams
God
have
damn.
tied the game with the extra
motherfucking
point to
like it.
come.
Man, I'm dead serious, bro. Man, son, I will send you these clips after the game, son. For me to just miss a wide open interception and then he
Now
break
Greg
on the very
Zuerlein
next
on for
run,
the
bouncing
extra
off
point.
3-4 niggas. Niggas falling all on the ground trying to drag him down and he take off. What the fuck is going on,
Zuerlein
bro?
good with a PAT. And that
I
will
couldn't
put
kick
them
my
on
extra.
top here
I
in the
couldn't kick my
third.
damn field goal before the half. What the fuck? I'm down 1 now because I missed the fucking extra point.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
down
touchback.
1 point.
The Seahawks offense now, they get
All right,
set to
Mr.
go
Chapman.
back to work.
I'm about to work. But this shit is stressing me the fuck out. In my goddamn sense, man. I ain't
Wilson,
got
the
offensive
Seahawks
line
take
running
over
all
now,
over
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, Procise. And some room to roam now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Oh, no.
Mikel Roby brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right, Booker T. 95, 95.
A second down carry for Procise.
No, don't do that to me. Oh, come on, baby. Man, get my ball back, man.
The psychology of the game
Get my ball back, man.
Because
Man, get my ball back, man. Booth of you. Get my motherfucking ball back, man. Overturn. Don't do that shit to me, man. Come on now. I'll turn your ass in.
Talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
They said fumble. Y'all been on the ground.
Hey, tempo.
Man, this shit crazy, kid.
95.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tempo. Zebra. 12. 18.
Here's Wilson to throw on second down. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Alert.
Wilson. It's caught. Rocket. And brought down before they're inside the 25. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. Open space inside the 10. He is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Let's go.
Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2
and
ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Out of the gun, gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Cooks.
Let go!
Shaquille Griffin
man.
with a pick.
Fucking
And a
playing
big
with me,
turnover
bro.
there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Right there with the fuck
After the interception, here's
right
Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the
Oh, he
field.
didn't catch it.
Oh,
man,
incomplete.
take it.
A
Catch
turnover
that
would
shit,
have really
man.
helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I got exactly what the fuck I want.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm going to try it because that corner out killed him.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
No! Wow. That's crazy. My quarterback just went down, dude. Holy shit. I really don't know what the fuck to do now. Man, my quarterback just got hurt. You see that shit? Man,
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56. Set. Go 19. Go 19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got a whitey. Yeah.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taking it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Oh, look at this shit.
Brandon Cooks. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Oh,
looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted.
Damn it, boy.
Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he brings
That
it
a
back
bitch.
to right around the 26-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
They get the turnover.
Let's go. Let's go. Move. The quarterback, Rick.
20.
Fuck out of here, bro.
As he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Watch it now, Barney!
They start out with a run from Pro-Size. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Leopard! Leopard!
Right back to Pro-Size. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Davis now. He'll dump it off to Pro-Size. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Leopard! Leopard!
The handoff, running left is Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Davis looking to throw on second down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. To 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
Back to throw. Davis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. You call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Davis now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go back to the ground now with Penny and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Davis is complete to Lockett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Set. Go 90. Go 90.
Here's Davis to throw on second down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and goal, close ice. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, go. Come on now. DC.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's caught left side by Close. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Put your hands in your fingers. to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the gang right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels.